be happening? No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Gods damn it! The guards were already turned! Fools!
No, you don't!
The Kaliana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvold to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Whatever she's about, she'd best make it quick. Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
Ooh, a trial! How do we fight her without leaving our allies wide open? We can't stay on the back foot forever. Oh, damn it. I think we'll have to... If I think like that we're already a loss, I have the Warrior of Light at my side. We can do this! Let's see if I could do this correctly.
I offer you peace and serenity.
I knew it. Use the duty action to deflect to dissipate the ether spheres. But be warned that allowing any land in town with the end will result in failure. Oh. Then pay attention to that.
Why, I offer you peace and serenity.
No, 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 no.
I shall free you from your hate.
Ooh, that was close.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
Wow, shocking twist. This I wasn't expecting. Damn, the AI is good. Ooh, I'm glad that the skills work for
Do not your
the
souls
AI.
weigh heavy?
Here it comes!
We did it! We beat her!
What is this? I'm only gonna say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the Echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Seven hells. It's her, the Butcher.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
Ooh, yep, the main scenario is almost at the end. Istola, moi. Well fought, Twilight and Revolt. That was a near thing. Our stand against the Yana would have been brief indeed, had you not volunteered to guard duty. Well, enthralled as surely as our sentries were, they must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know the dangerous primals can be. I should have. It's my fault. The mistake. Nay, lass. We were all caught unawares. We'll take this as a lesson and watch our own carefully in the future. You can be sure that the Lexis who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralled in our ranks. The soldiers who first spoke up in favor of the Kolayas, keeping their weapons spring and into mind. A primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you meant to conduct an investigation, I can identify any other son acting under the Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Istola. We appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over with when Fandrola turned up. What was she even doing here? I asked her to come. Well, that explains it then. It's sad, Ragnarfrid was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she done. But I don't think Ferdola picked up the sword looking for forgiveness. She just wanted to fight for her country. If you say that the world in which Ferdola grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then as an enemy, I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what happened right now. We have to show the people the better way vengeance, or we risk giving birth to the new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk to them till I'm blue in the face. That's what it takes. This is a long and tedious path you have chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alphana. The first step will be to getting our representatives back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but no one of them seems ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started. I will see that you are not interrupted. Father, you and the Science are to stand down. Get some rest, you earned it. Woo!
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens. The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave. Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
Rabun Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Raubon, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety. And thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Nanamo.
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Ul'dah.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
Oh, that was very touching. What does all this have to do with, like, the legend returns? I still don't get it.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino. 'Twas only a jest. But I must yield the floor to Raubon. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor. And you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Rauban.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised. Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Al Amigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
Ooh, the legend returns as Rauban. That makes sense. I think it's about time that I head back to Wagner Reach. What's next for all of you? Elise will be eager to hear the recent events, so I shall join you. If you have no objections. I'll welcome the company, Twilight. Why don't you come along to the Reach as well once you say your farewells to Nanama and the others? Upon completion of this quest, you'll be able to access the palace rooftop gardens by speaking the royal mannery attendants. Ooh! Time to go to the Reach. Woo! Yeah, I think this is gonna end. Damn, 11:20. Damn, that means I'll be able only to play Stardew Valley for like an hour. Friends list, who's on? Yep, this is the end. Well, here we are again. Afanel has regaled me with the thrilling tale of the hidden treasure troves. Mid-meeting betrayal sound like the alliances and joyous homecomings. Seems I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Thancred and Ishola when we heard the reports of a primal in the throne room. I honestly doubted my own ears. As others have said, we were lucky to have our Echo Blast champions nearby this time, but we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Oliana. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me of just how far apart our kinds still are. Looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day. But someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if these conflicts are ever going to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will never beget violence, as the Empire has learned. has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was a Brood Mother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say that we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vera and Emprise first. I plan to have the Resistance Scout keep track on the Valyana movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are the plans for the rest of the Resistance Army, out of interest? Are we to prepare for Imperial counterattacks? That will be a question for the Resistance new recruits. Military commander with far more experience than me. What? The Bull of Alamiga? We call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups. We can Conrad pass his commands on to me. That authority only extends to the freedom fighters based in Rogo's Reach. We just happened to be serving as Resistance spokesman at the time, and needs someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray. But that time has passed. Allergies. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Ravan as the overall commander of our forces. Yes, he has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Eagle will have added a formidable weapon to its arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds to which we are so helpful sown have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We intend to our promise and watch as Alamigo blooms. Quest complete! I do give thanks to the Kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the sea. Hey, it's him! But their generosity ended. Without coin in our pocket for a new attire, we are doomed to look like so much jet sand. Oh, woe betide the poor man in a city of rich merchant. These dango are delicious. Will you have one? More sweetbreads? I surrender my blade to secure what few coins we have. This is like talking to a child. My fate saddled me with this burden. I shall never know, but I am alive, and I must return to my master's side. Come, Suyu. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Have you read the reports? First Doma, then Alamigo, and Lord Celos Zenos put to the sword. Ugh. Do not believe everything you read. Oh, do not believe everything you read. I hear the Viceroy was merely wounded, and that he's already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boasted loudly of taking his head regardless. Hey, Lord Xenos lives? Deplorable that our own officers should be fooled by awareness for misinformation. Small wonder that the province have begun rising up in rebellions. We must prepare an official, and above all, accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumors. They will wage war with empty words? Let them produce the Viceroy remains. Then, we shall soon put the light to their claims. Was that like a white ice acid? More heroes! Woo! It's done! Give me the minion. Let me see if everything is done. I can sell these two. Ooh, I got this. Can be exchanged to selected combat based varieties of materia 5s. I think there's already like 6. Yeah, 5s are good still. Alright guys, I'm gonna go in BRB, but first I'm going to go with this. BRB background. Wait. So yeah, oh yeah, I gotta do this for the YouTube. Alright guys, this is the end for Final Fantasy XIV patch 4.1. So I'll be seeing you guys on the next, probably the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV on patch. If they do 4.15, then I'll do that. If there's anything new. If not, I'll see you guys on the patch 4.2, which it will be like several months from now. So until then, I'll see you guys next time.